Hello, I'm back. Okay, so apologies for how long that took. So I sorta kinda did things, right? I added the Deltarune characters real quick to the art chat. So it should work now if you want to be Ralsei or if you were just wanting to test it. I don't know. But I had to refresh. I'm so sorry. It should work. Hopefully. I haven't tested. Oh yeah, there you are. There he is, the boy. Look at him. He's so little. Okay. So I still need to technically do other things with that, but I haven't gotten around to it because I was too tired, and by the time I realized I needed to do it, I already started streaming, and I was like, oh shoot! Whoops! So, yeah, that's a thing. Hi Sky! I don't have Uzi, I just have Sin. Apologies. I feel like the freaking art chat has been disappointing everyone. Speaking of which, oh boy. Speaking of murder drones or Deltarune, or did you finish chapter 4? Thought you did, my bad. No, I didn't. Credit card statement came in this morning, so I can now order my Sin plushie. Ayo, that's awesome. So, I am almost kind of almost done with this scene. I haven't finished chapter 4 yet. The ending is kind of important. I don't want to say it yet, but there's some interesting things that happen in it. But anyway, so I'm almost done with this scene, kind of. I have everything. I just beat Miss Muzzle. Oh, wait, the water cooler? The holy water cooler? Yep, okay. So you haven't gotten all that far. I mean, I guess like you haven't gotten to like the final battle or anything, I assume. That's fine, that's fine. Take your time. Deltarune is waiting for you. Anyway, so I'm almost done with this scene. And I just have to do I have to animate another character on the other side here. Basically doing the same motion. And Deltarune is waiting for us, yes. I also just bought a bunch of games on Steam as the summer sale is ending in a couple of days. Hell yeah. I have to animate the other character that goes here, and then I also have to change his pose as well. But before I do anything, teehee. Okay, wait. I want to play through the animation. It might glitch out. Fair warning, but.
So what if we can't fly?
Neither can you.
Look at that freaking timing. I'm so excited. I think I ate so hard with the freaking head turn animation. I think it looks so freaking good. Look at it. It's so beautiful. God, I love LD Shadow Lady. She's the best. Heck yeah, you did. I'm so good at animating, man. Okay, but I have to do Scar now. Which is gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna make you go invisible again because you're distracting. And we're gonna basically do the same timing as I did for Lizzie, with Scar. So let's quickly take this color. Let's see if I can do this. If I can do this good. I'm genuinely unsure. I also haven't not drawn Scar before. So it's gonna be I'm figuring it out as I go kind of thing. Now I think the character is probably taller than Lizzie. Let's see. I want him to have a different type of pizzazz. I feel like Lizzie and Scar, they both have like a level of pizzazz in the way that they, you know, carry themselves. But Scar is kind of like a con man, sorta. Like, he's got the salesman, like, frizz, I guess. Lizzie is similar, but different. Lizzie is like RPG NPC. That's her type of riz. I'm gonna look at what Scar actually looks like, because good times with Scar. Bamboozler. So, we need this man. People all kind of draw him differently, and that makes it hard for me to figure out what I want to do. Do something like that though. That's a good. That's like okay. Wait. Let me just like quickly. I'm gonna quickly. Where am I? Here. So like, I think. Something like this. Something like that maybe. For the hair. Something to think about. Okay. We're gonna go with that, I think. So I feel like his hair is gonna be like significantly less flowy than Lizzie's because it's shorter. And that's gonna cause me problems, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it all out. So I think so for Scar, obviously he needs to point with this hand, which means that this hand, I want this hand to be like the cane. Like how would I stand? Cause I use a cane sometimes. So like he's freaking hot guy, so he needs to also be muscly. Old person Mal over here. I am. I have old person problems. Be muscly. I want to give him, you know, more muscle than Jimothy over here. am I starting with like a back profile of all things? I feel like this is like the worst way to start. I stand like a maniac sometimes. 'Cause, like, I kind of have like leaning towards this side, so I kind of want the cane thing to be like back here. Good, like that. Good, like. This thing. Typically, hold the handle sort of like. Like that, whatever. Bad, that looks very bad. Okay, this is not in the right spot, I think. Hi Binky, how you doing? I am animating today. Got a bruise now? I have several bruises. I never know where they come from. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough out here. But this one was from the wisdom teeth and appeared this morning. Oh man, the on the mouth, that sucks. Luckily not on the mouth, under one of my eyes for some reason, although I do have one on my mouth, but it's fine. Dang, dude. That's rough. I don't like this hairstyle. I think it looks bad. I need to figure this out. We're not gonna deal with it for now. I'll draw it the first time when he's actually looking forward. goodness. Let me onion skin this. Okay. Ah, wrong brush. Uh, this should be somewhat easy. do that, and then whoosh. And then, so now it's kind of like. Right, and then goes, oh god, shoulder over here. And there it goes. Mhm. thank you for the partial check and the hydrate. I don't see that. Ah. Okay, let's see. Ah, goodness. This is hard for me to see. Okay. Okay. Make sure this looks good.
Neither can you. Neither can you. Neither can you.
Hold on.
Neither can you.
Hold on.
Neither can you.
Okay. Okay. Looking all right. Looking all right. Good start. Good start. So just like okay. So good stuff. Good stuff. Let us now I'm gonna take off the onion skin. I'm gonna try to figure this out. Well, look who it is. Hi, Ace. I don't know, I almost called you Sky. Ignore that. Because I secretly am Sky? Oh dang, I never knew. I am working on animatic. Almost done with this scene. And once I finish it, it'll be so cool. And it's still only a fraction of the full thing. I'm beginning to feel like I'm a little over my head. The whole hating on each other's race is to prevent suspicion. I see. It all makes sense now. Oh wait, I just realized he also wears a hat. He also wears a little hat. hello there. Okay. Goodness, we're almost there for this frame. Oh, goodness. Hello.
Hello.
It's Hal.
Tis I.
To have PNG.
Sure. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be.
I've got this final frame of Scar and then none of the others really.
Well. Oh, it's just difficult to see. I see. Very cool, very cool. And I'll make it look all nice and pretty.
Yeah.
Neither can you.
It looks very
Scar's
good,
clothes
though.
and hair just materializes at the end. It's fine.
So you lied to me. You said that you did it one by one, which you do, but like you do it more
I mean,
in a
I don't
flow that
like.
makes sense.
I don't finish them all at once.
No. Hello, DJ. How are you?
Okay.
I've been very busy with work. But it's all good kind of busy. I'm getting stuff done. Don't know. I'm a mural painter. I paint murals in the place where I live. You've been a good kind of busy? That's the best kind of busy I think that we can be. You know? Well, okay, obviously. But I like being busy. You know? In fact, when I'm not busy, I think I go a little bit insane. Alright. If I'm not busy, I go a little bit insane. I feel like most people are like that, they don't realize it. Well, see, I don't know. How do you like being busy?
I think it very much depends.
See, I hate doing nothing. I don't know how some people do it, you know? I need to be doing something at all times. I used to think I was, like, good at multitasking because of this. Which, I don't know. Hold on, wait. So I was, like, in this psych class one time, and, like, the girl teaching the class, like, straight up said that, like, multitasking is impossible because, like, the human brain is only capable of, like, paying attention to one thing at a time. So when someone says they're multitasking, they're really just switching their attention really fast.
Is that not what multitasking is? I feel like that's just like...
Well, it's not like you're not focusing on two things at the same time. It's not possible to focus on two things at the same time. But I feel like that's not true. I don't know. I can be told that, but it's like, I can listen to music and do something else. And yeah, most of the time that means I tune out the music, but like, sometimes you can sing and dance at the same time. Like, you know what I mean? So maybe it's just a matter of like, oh, if they're taking the same brain space in the sense that like, you can't listen to two things at once, right? That's probably true. Well, see, that's not even true. Right? Because music has like layers to it. So sometimes you have to listen to multiple things at once. I don't know.
You're just switching your attention on it really fast.
I guess. But that doesn't feel right to me. Like, that doesn't... I don't know. But I like being busy. That's the gist of that story. Oh, have you finished chapter 4, DJ?
Not yet.
Ugh. Dang. Good one. It's a good one. Just beat Miss Muzzle?
The water cooler.
Oh, yes, that's right. She just kind of looks like she's wearing a muzzle.
That's her name.
That's her name?
Yeah, I think so.
I just thought it was water cooler. I've never heard that name. Maybe I just don't pay enough attention.
It.
I must have. So you do start with the first and last frame, Mal. Just FYI.
No, I'm just doing it this way one time.
Sure. You say that... Yesterday Mal was saying that they don't animate right because... Okay, here's like the traditional way you're supposed to animate. You're supposed to animate the first frame and the last frame and then do the in-betweens. And Mal said they do the first frame, the next frame, next frame, next frame, next frame until they get to the end. I think you kind of do a combination, but whatever. And now I got more games to play that I bought from the Steam Summer Sale. Ooh. Oh, you know a game that I've been playing a lot? Peak. Peak is Peak. It's fun. We should probably stream it, but I don't know. I think we tried and it just didn't work. It's fun. I've seen people play it. It's a lot of fun. I'm not that good. I got so close. So close to the peak. I almost carried my whole team because everyone died. I don't have enough friends for it. I just play with Mal and my dad. Honestly. It's family bonding time.
Oh, this is hard. This is very hard.
It's a lot of fun. I think you can play solo. Honestly, okay. Here's how I play it, right? Probably not the best. I go ahead as far as I can, you know? Great, have a Kit Kat. Hello, Sephiroth, how are you? I don't like abandon my teammates, you know? I just go far ahead and then go here, then go here, then go here, then go here. Maybe if I was on my own, I'd be better off. I don't know. Probably not. I feel like inventory management's very difficult. I think if we had a team of 4, we'd win. You know, period.
Yeah. Why do we suck so much? Why is this so hard to do?
Do it the way you normally do it.
Bro, I'm doing it the way I normally do it. I'm just like trying to figure out what I'm doing. Trying to get the hair to match up, but I just don't know what I'm doing. So it's... have this strand up here.
Oh. Yeah, that was probably the problem. I had like a lot on my mind and a lot I wanted to say, and now I'm like sitting down and I'm like, it. It's definitely been busy. Good busy. Kind of. Ew, what? Guy. Hello, Guy. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay, so I'm like... I paint murals, okay? And the team we're on right now... Hi, doing good, how about you? Doing busy. Good busy. Tired, but that's okay. I didn't sleep last night, but that's kind of normal for me. Anyways. So, the mural we're working on right now is kind of a big deal. We're working, the designer is like this really famous artist named Shazia Sikander. She's very cool. We got to meet her. She's awesome. But because of it, there's very like high stakes, or it feels high stakes. I don't think it's that high stakes. I think that everyone's just freaking out and like overwhelming themselves on accident. But I've been working pretty hard. I painted a lot of the mural myself, unfortunately. My like lead, I have 3 leads for this project, and like way too many apprentices. I personally like when we have smaller teams, because when we have smaller teams, there's no one like standing around doing nothing, because they don't know what to do, and the leads are able to actually like help with the mural instead of being like focused on like making sure everyone is doing something, you know? I think we did kind of need a bigger group for this one though, but because we basically split our group into 2, because this mural is complicated. Half of it we're doing on the wall and half of it we're doing on parachute cloth. Parachute cloth is like this paper-like material that you like wheat paste onto the wall, so you have to paint it off the wall and wheat paste it back on later. And we're doing that because the wall's uneven, so it actually like indents and it's weird, but we can't put scaffolding there because it's unsafe, and you can't bolt it to the ground because it's on the roof. Whatever. Right now, I'm painting the main centerpiece, which I wasn't originally on. There was a different apprentice on it, and they're making me paint over their work, and I feel so bad. That's my least favorite part, is whenever I have to like paint over something someone did because the lead thought that I'd do a better job. I hate that, because it just makes everything awkward, and I feel it's been eating up at me. But I am doing a good job, I have to say. It looks really... Wait, I have a picture. I don't really have a picture from today, I have a picture from yesterday, which was it in progress. Hold on. I'll put it in the Discord, I'll put it in art. basically this lotus. I'm making it all nice and textured and stuff like that. Because the design was originally watercolor. You can't really watercolor on a wall. So, we're being innovative. I think it looks good. I think it looks just like it. Oh, look at that sly face. Oh my god, top of the time zone, y'all. Hello, Freddy. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Talking about work. Yeah, I've been enjoying working on it. I just hate having to paint over other people's work. It's my least favorite thing. But I do like getting to do this over the summer because it gives me something creative to do. I think that, like, considering I like art, I really don't do it unless I'm forced to. Like, shh, I'm at the library. Why didn't you say that earlier? Oh, okay, good. Watching us at the library, that's pretty cool.
Hey Freddy, watch how loud I can
need to
yell.
go That was very loud. Cardboard How, very loud.
You don't have your headphones in.
No, I know,
You
but I
couldn't
like,
even hear it.
I felt it in my soul, anyways.
Dude, you don't even have your headphones in here. Where'd they go?
I'll grab them. Yes, I do. Alright.
Din.
Yeah, I need to go to the library more. Library's actually pretty cool, right? Especially if they have maker spaces. It's official, I own every cookie. What? Wait, don't they still come out with new ones though?
Yeah.
Like, Cookie Run Kingdom is still, like, ongoing, right?
I guess the thing is, like, with enough, like, dedication, you probably could get every single one because they don't get rid of the banners, I don't think.
It's true. 149. Oh my god! That's so many cookies! 149? Wait. So many. Ayo, what's up, Muffin Train? Took every cookie. You tookie every cookie.
Ah, Muffin Train making so much for the raid!
I'm Hal.
I'm Mal!
We are
Hal Mal Productions!
Nari, Rise Tide. Hope that was fun. We are, well, okay, Mal's working on an animatic thingy right now.
I am.
It's in progress, very much so. Starting at the end of it for some reason.
Because it just made sense. I can't explain it.
It will make sense to you. Hello, Raffy. I was just talking about work. I do like my job. I think it's important to like your job if you can. Did you win at Celeste yet? Celeste is forever ongoing because Mal does
And I'm
not.
Boots. JK, I'm the charismatic cardboard Hal.
We also have Cardboard House here, much to my dismay. Mal beat Celeste a while ago. They've just been doing mods.
Yeah, I still have some things to do, technically, in the
golden
main game.
berries,
I
yeah.
could do golden berries, I could get the moonberry.
You could get the Moonberry. Do you want to?
Not really. I heard it takes pretty much the exact same amount of time as it does Farewell. A little bit more.
You did Farewell. Okay, wait. No. Hold on. Mal was watching who was it?
Oh yeah, I rated someone at the end of one of my Celeste streams who was doing Farewell for the first time that stream, and they beat it within like 6 hours. And I was like, dude, it took me like 15 hours to beat it.
I think it took you like 16 hours.
And they just like casually beat it in one sitting. There was no room that could stop them.
Yeah, you were like, oh man, this room took me forever. And they did it in like 5 minutes maybe. And you were like, what? Some people are just crazy. To be fair, they were playing on keyboard.
They were playing on keyboard. But like, you have to think much harder when you're playing on keyboard.
Our two newest ones are Cream Soda Lemon and Marshmallow Bunny. Marshmallow Bunny sounds like an adorable cookie. Yeah, that is 3. It's okay, Sky. I also don't know how to count. I didn't even notice the error. What? Yesterday I was like saying I somehow had the inability to count to 2. I said 1, 3, and then I was like, stop. Counting is hard. Forgot Marshmallow Bunny existed. I can only count to 4.
Can only count to 4. We can only count to 4.
I feel like, okay, I used to be so good at math. Counting, easy. Well, okay, I think I actually always kind of struggled with counting. Oh, I have this memory. Okay, I had this pop into my brain. Okay, so in kindergarten, okay, it was this race to count to 100.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I also have a memory associated with that.
You do? I don't know if I've heard your memory, but okay, so like, you know, as a kindergartner, you're supposed to practice counting to 100, and then, you know, if you think that you are able to count to 100, you tell the teacher, you stand in front of the whole class, count to 100, and if you do, you get put on like this special board, which is like the 100%ers, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, when I was younger, I had really, really bad asthma. I had to be like hooked up to a nebulizer like all the time, right? You were put on a board once, a wanted board. It's, but, I have a specific memory of like being hooked up to the nebulizer, and like I was watching TV, but I couldn't hear anything because the nebulizer is like so loud. They found me after that in no time. So with nothing better to do, I was just practicing counting, and I counted to 100. And nobody heard me count to 100 because I was, again, hooked up to a nebulizer, so all you could really hear was just like, whatever. But I was like, Dad, I did it! I counted to 100! I was so ready the next day. Oh my god, so excited. I go to my teacher and I'm like, guess what I did teach? I counted to 100 yesterday. And he was like, oh, okay. You know, oh, you wanna like do it in front of the class? And I was like, yeah, I do. Let me show these losers how it's done. Okay, I'm counting 100, 1, 2, 3, all the way up to like, you know, 90. I'm like 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. What comes after 98? I was freaked the hell out.
Dude, I literally did the exact same
Really?
thing. I got
Oh
to
my-
98 and then I was like, God, what comes after 98?
It's like, what? There's no number higher than 98. And I think I actually ended up crying, and the teacher just had to be like, you'll get it next time. Man, it sucked. Like, I was embarrassed. So embarrassed. Right? Man. And I remember I, like, tried to tell our next-door neighbor about it, and she was like, I can count to 100 by 2s. And I was like, you're not helping me.
Yeah.
Because just because you can count to 100, that, you're still missing the number I missed, too. You know, you go 98, 100. Easy peasy, just go 98, 100. What about that other number? Like, right?
Yes.
Anyways, so I think I've always struggled with counting. I think it's always been, like, something I'm adverse to, right? When I did, like, geometry, that was my biggest problem. Like, graphing. That's not geometry. It is kind of. Whatever. Graphing, I always sucked at because I had to, like, count the, like, X and Y, and I somehow always miscounted.
Amazing.
Always miscounted. Was terrible. Thank you so much for the raid again, Muffin Train. Sorry for my random counting rant. But it was important. Does anyone else have, like, a memory of, like... Did anyone else do that in kindergarten? I remember, like, also, like, the card thing, right? I know lots of people had, like, that experience in kindergarten, like, having to do the walk of shame, changing your green card to yellow.
Oh, that was always the worst, man.
I can't remember if this was a memory of mine or of a story you told me. Of someone, like, switching your card.
Someone had to switch their card and they switched mine.
Yeah.
It was, like, a whole row underneath them, and I was like, oh my god, no.
You had sticks? I just remember getting in trouble for scribbling on my coloring sheet in kindergarten. Okay.
Is that not what you're supposed to do with the coloring sheets?
No, you're supposed to color it in nicely. Our school, if you ever got in trouble, no matter what, like, grade you were in elementary, so, like, up to 5th grade, you had the same thing. You had to, do this thing called a refocus sheet, okay?
Oh, I hated that stuff.
My teacher was a wraith, according to my mom. I had a pretty nice kindergarten teacher. Though I will admit, when I, like, was in preschool going up to kindergarten, I was, like, so excited because the word kindergarten, I was so sure this was gonna be an outside school with flowers. Like,
yeah,
a garden.
Dude, the word kindergarten is so misleading.
It is! I can't believe it.
As a child, I thought the exact same thing.
It was always yellow because I talked too much. Now look at me. I don't like to talk much at all. Sometimes, I think I was a very talkative, like, little kid. But was definitely a point where I just stopped talking, right? And now I talk a lot. I don't know. I think I talk a normal amount. I'll go with that. I talk a normal amount. I always hate when that happens. When someone, like, takes someone's spark away. Especially, like, with little kids. It's so easy to do, you know? Because kids are sensitive. They're like, you know, you're forming their personalities. There's, like, a little thing you can say can stick with them forever, right? Oh, but the refocus sheets, right? Exactly. Anyways, gotta bolt. Work in 6 hours. Have a good meet the crew, alright? Bye-bye, Muffin Train. Hope you are able to sleep. Or not sleep. Do whatever it is you're doing before work. Hopefully, I don't know. But refocus sheets. When you were in kindergarten, it was basically, what did you do? Why did you do it? What would you do to fix it / do better next time? Right? Is what the refocus sheet was. Okay, if you're in kindergarten though, you can't write. It's supposed to be sentences, but you don't know how to freaking...
So you have to draw it instead.
Yeah, so you had to draw what you did, draw why you did it, and then draw what you would do better next time. And I think I had to do a refocus sheet once, and I, like, was so distraught about it. I don't even remember why I had to do it. You know? I think there was this boy. His name was Taylor. And he would always get refocus sheets. And I think he did something near me and I got in trouble. And it was a sub. Right? Because we both had red hair. That's stupid. Anyways. I hate hearing people say that they want to be kindergarten teachers because it's easy. No, it's not easy. Kindergarten is like... Okay, so I taught kindergarten once. No, I taught it 3 times. Whatever. First time, kindergarten teacher, she was so nice. I was like her assistant. She did great, right? She did some of the coolest art lessons I've ever seen. Okay, do you guys remember the Fly Guy books? I loved those books. She would, like, tie in all these books to art lessons. So, like, you know, the class would start with, like, a little reading. And then, like, it'd be like, what did you guys think of the book? What did you guys think of the characters? Okay, so we're going to do an art project based off of this. So, she did, like, these paper mache Fly Guy hats. It was so cool. But I noticed you can, like, easily tell with kindergartners who has siblings and who doesn't have siblings. Because kindergartners, this is their... If they... don't have siblings, this is like their first time hanging out with people their age, pretty much. Right?
Yeah.
And they are freaked out. They don't know how to act with each other. They like, and it's not like a bad kind of freaked out. They just like are so incredibly awkward. Like they desperately want to be friends, but it's like, I don't know how to do that because they've never done that before. Kindergartners have never done like anything before. It's kind of crazy, like the things you have to explain to them, you know? Right?
Mhm.
Like, hey, to use the scissors, you have to open them and close them, but on the paper. Like, you know, it's so difficult to explain. It's like, no, watch me. Watch you put your hand. No. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I think people think of it as like a more like chaotic, like they're purposely doing things bad. No, they genuinely just have no clue what they're doing. They're so sweet though. Like the second time I went to go like teach kindergarten, they were like actually it was a mixed kindergarten preschool. So for a lot of them it was their first time interacting with other kids their age. I was supposed to watch them while they were like, the teacher was taking them outside for a moment, and they were like, hey, I need someone else to make sure these kids don't like bolt. So I was there, and no, they didn't bolt. They were so awkward about being outside. They didn't know where to go, and most kindergartners are so sweet, they don't want to get in trouble, right? Like the last thing they want to do is get in trouble, so they like sometimes will overcompensate by being polite, but they won't do anything, and that's like the biggest worry I think with kindergartners. They're so scared of messing up in front of these other kids that are their age that they like end up just giving up very quickly. You know, I can't blame them. They've only been sentient for a year. Exactly. But yeah, the kindergartners, they range from being super awkward, don't know how to do anything, and like are scared of doing anything, to, man, I know what I'm doing, because they have siblings, you know? You're so lucky you have an older sibling, Mel.
I know.
I think that's why you were so good at school.
It was, because I had you as my test dummy.
Shoot.
And I always thought that things would be so much worse than they were in terms
Wait.
of, like, learning content.
Because I sucked at it?
Yeah.
There was...
I was
every
so
single day.
scared.
Every single day, I'd come back from, like, elementary school with a reading packet. And I would sit at that table, or, like, kitchen table, and sob. Because I
meanwhile,
could
like,
not spell.
When I got to that level, I was like, wait, I can literally just do this before I even get home. It's so easy.
I can't believe that. I would spend hours at that table, sobbing. And Dad would be like, what does TH say? What does TH say? And I'd be like, I don't know. It says to hat. That's what it says. That's hat with a T at the beginning. To hat. And he's like, no, that's not what that says. I have an older sibling, but I feel like I fell into the former category. Interesting. If, like, I'm not sure, like, the age gap between you and your older sibling, but if the age gap is larger, it is a little bit more difficult. Because you don't really hang out with people your age. I have a question for you, Mal. Because this is something I've seen, like, with other people, right? Like, I've had friends that had older siblings, right? And they'd have teachers recognize, like, oh, did you have an older sibling named so-and-so? Oh, I loved them. Or like, oh, that person was trouble. I hope you're not like them. What was your situation? Did you have teachers do that?
My teachers always knew that you were my sibling.
Really?
They didn't even need to ask, you know? They were like...
Oh, because we look so similar? Wow. But again, I think that had more to do with my teacher making me feel bad for doing anything. That's true. Bad teachers are bad. I'm the older sibling, and the second eldest is 5 years younger. Out of 10 kids. Oh my god.
Guys got many siblings. Flexing them all.
You are the oldest. I am the oldest in my family. Okay. No, I'm not. I'm the oldest child. With quotation marks, because I'm not a child anymore. But, like, I was the first child, really. All of my cousins are younger than me. Right? That's what I'm trying to say. So, I'm the oldest. My teachers knew my sister too. It put a lot of pressure on me because she was a perfect student. Ah, yeah. Well, did you have pressure because I was like...
I don't know.
You don't know?
I think I was kind of expected to be a good kid because, you know, all of my teachers loved you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess in that sense, kind of.
You just deleted Scar.
I know I did. Just hold on. Just trust.
Manny,
for a
that's not
second.
including the ones we adopted, like my girl's girlfriend. Had a learning disability at the time behavior problems. That's why I struggled so much with like my reading packets and stuff like that. Most like elementary schools have like this thing. I forget what it's called. I should know what it's called.
I think you're thinking of Dibbles.
Yes. Well, the different schools call different things, I think, actually. But
Oh.
yes. Where they'll like pull you aside and like make sure that you're like on the right reading level. And the weird thing is that I actually was on like the advanced side of like reading level. Like I was able to comprehend when I was reading, but I could not spell
Yeah.
to save my life. That's still true. Which was very awkward because like they didn't know where to put me. They didn't know if they should put me in the advanced class or if they should put me in the non-advanced class. I got switched around a lot. It was not fun. I built the most perfect reputation for my siblings. They instantly threw it down the drain. Wow. See, I think I did. I think I was a good older sibling.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. That's the correct answer. One got caught starting drama/fights. The other vaping in the bathroom. Like my dudes, please. See, yeah. Me and Mal never did stuff like that. The one thing I will kind of like say I kind of regret is like I never really like. I think I had a lot of fear of doing bad. I'm not really sure where that came from. You know?
Doing bad how?
Like just in general, like being a bad student, whether that's grades or like misbehaving and stuff like that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I've always like had like this severe like, you know, I don't want them to hate me. I don't, you know, like my teachers. I always.
Oh yeah, no,
good
I was
side.
like that too.
Yeah, but I'm not sure where it comes from. Cause like I don't think that we ever really like we had some bad teachers, but like I don't really think any teachers like cemented this like idea of like, oh, like you're bad, except until like high school, you know. And at that point, it's like, okay, lady. But like, you know what I mean? I don't even think our parents were necessarily that hard on us. My dad was a little hard, okay? Whenever I got, like, not an A+, he'd be like, where's the plus sign? Right?
Yeah.
Or like, why is it a minus? Why'd you get an A-? What did you do? And I would be like, like, no! I think most of the time he was joking, because when I, like, tell him about it now, I'll be like, yeah, you were always really hard on me about grades. He was like, no, I wasn't. Both of my parents, I think, always got good grades as well. You know?
Yeah.
Like, okay. I've always been bad at, like, taking tests, right? I passed my teaching exam. I can't remember if I said that. So I have my teaching license. But I didn't pass with flying colors, unfortunately. Right?
Yeah.
Because, like, I overthink questions on exams. That's my biggest problem. Like, I know the answer, and I know the answer, but I, like, if I think it's obvious, I'm like, this is a trick, you know? It's a problem. Or, like, I have that problem, like, if you get, like, a bunch of C's in a row, it's like, no, I gotta switch it up. I gotta switch it up. Even if I know I'm right, I gotta switch it up. right? What's the worst grade I ever got on a test was a 6%. I sobbed. It was so bad. Like, how is that? Looking back, I don't even know how that was possible. Like, right?
Yeah. You think, like, you know, you'd maybe get a 25%.
Out of
and that would be,
100?
like,
Yes, out of 100. I got a 6%. It was the worst. It was so bad. To be fair, though, that teacher was so weird. She, she would tell us exactly what to study, give us a study guide. Her questions would be exactly what was on the study guide, and if we put what was on the study guide, she'd mark us wrong. So, she was kind of crazy, and I think part of it was not my fault. But 6% was insane. Bro, I never got lower than 30 even in college. It was A push. It was that stupid teacher. I'm blaming the teacher for that one. Scantrons were a minefield of why is it the same 3 times in a row? What was the worst grade you ever got? Do you remember?
I don't know. I just remember I got like a C on a math test once, and
I never
chemistry.
Showed. You weren't good at chemistry.
I was not good at chemistry. That's another thing.
So good at chemistry, or I was good at. I bet I would suck now. I was always pretty good at science classes. I'm not even sure why. But chemistry, every single... I'm glad I'm not in college. I'm not in college. I'm not in high school anymore. But, I would walk... It was my first spell of the day. I'd walk into class, and I'd put my homework into, the turn-in thing. Immediately, my homework would be taken out, and everyone crowds around my homework and copies it, and then everyone turns in the homework. And I noticed every day, I think the teacher did too and didn't do anything. I at the time, I felt special for that. Now I'm kind of like, that wasn't great. I was like, oh, they trust me. I don't know what, I was dumb, okay? The only time I failed a class, up until college was chorus, believe it or not. Frick that teacher. I never took chorus. I never took choir. I kind of wish I did. Why didn't I take choir? You didn't take choir either. We took band.
We took band.
You couldn't do both. That was kind of dumb. I wanted to play the clarinet, okay? Loud and proud since 3rd grade. Nice. I have family members who, are convinced I was in choir at some point. Every single day. My uncle is like, oh yeah, how's choir? I'm not in choir. Never been in choir. I don't know. I have no idea where he thinks that. I guess I should take it as a compliment. Chorus was my pride. What were you in?
Every day I
Alto,
regret the
soprano?
fact that I never joined show choir. I feel like I would have actually kind of ate.
It would have been like a mezzo-soprano, probably.
Yeah.
I think I was an alto. Only time I did choir was in my 4th grade music class. Wait, I've memory unlocked. Okay, I have done choir in elementary because every Christmas we had to do a little Christmas show.
Yeah, but that wasn't a choir class. That
No.
was a thing that you you didn't even get a choice in that.
That's true. I loved it though, especially because I typically got a solo, quote unquote, right? There was one year, my favorite teacher in the world was retiring. She ended up not retiring, by the way. She retired for a year and then was like, I need to go back. Singing is one of those things I only like doing when someone isn't making me. I feel like I kind of agree with that. Me and Mal will just sing all the time. Just walking through that house.
Yeah. I bet it annoys our parents, but they've never said anything about it.
That's because we have beautiful singing voices.
I used to have. There were like other kids in like my elementary school that are like, oh, I love to sing, and I sing so much that my parents always tell me to stop, and I always took that to mean, man, they must suck at singing.
Wow.
Because I sing all the time, and my parents never told me to stop. I think their parents might have just sucked.
Yeah. I obviously do like plays and stuff like that, but like to be honest, I'm not the biggest musical fan or being in musicals necessarily. I love musicals, but like being in a musical, I'm not the biggest fan. I don't know. I like singing with people is like hard, like much harder than just singing like for fun, you know?
Yes, that is true. Cause you like, it's hard because you gotta like kind of balance your voice out with everyone else's, and you gotta like actually know the notes that you're singing, otherwise it'll sound really bad.
I played soprano until like 5th grade, when the teacher realized one of the sopranos sounded off. Turns out I was an alto and straining my vocal cords to hit super high notes. She sat me down and explained to me that your throat wasn't supposed to burn after class. Took her 2 to 3 years to figure that out. Dang.
Hey, at least your teacher actually did end up realizing. I had so many like friends who like they were in their choir classes and their teachers literally forced them to be soprano, even though they were like, I'm literally not a soprano.
Yeah. I love Deltarune. I love Deltarune. Every single time a song plays, I'm just like, yes! Yes! More Deltarune! I don't know if you all saw the icons Mel made yesterday.
I
The
did
Rousey
add
one?
them just this morning.
You did?
Or like just before stream, I added them.
The Rousey one is so adorable. It's so cute. I think it's my favorite icon right now. Surprised I got away with it for 2 years, but the one song we had just wasn't possible for me. Some Latin song. I was there when they were drawn. I was not there when they were drawn.
Yeah,
So,
I was so, I'm so
whoops.
happy with them.
They're very, very cute. Yes, very,
We've got a
very
Rousey
cute.
right now.
Oh, you're Rousey. I couldn't see because Mal was blocking the screen.
Yeah.
And Sky's Chris. I don't know why.
Wait, when did
looked,
Sky become Chris?
I looked really stupid just now.
I swear Sky wasn't Chris the whole time. Wait, where did
They look so good.
when did you turn into Chris? You had,
When did you turn into Chris?
because I know you did the thing that you always do where you like swapped between a whole bunch. And
The thing you always do. No, it was way too high. I'll never forget how much I ached after each practice. Ugh. I'm glad your teacher did notice eventually, though. I, in musicals was always an alto. And as much as, like, you know, it was in my vocal range, I hated it because altos...
it was unnatural. Like, it was
Well,
an unnatural melody, right?
Yeah,
Like,
altos are always, like, nothing. They're just, like, literally, like, they're pretty much doing the same note for everything. So it's like, da, 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 like... And meanwhile, like, the sopranos are like, da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da, like...
it's not fun being an alto.
I wanted to be a soprano. I was not. You literally right after. I like the Deltarune ones a lot. They look so good.
Yeah. I like my Chris Deltarune.
Why does everyone say Chris Deltarune? They have a
Because
last
it's
name.
way more funny than Chris Dreamer.
They have a last name. You're only supposed to say, like, first name, game name when they don't have a last name.
That's why we say Susie Deltarune.
Sans Undertale.
Technically, Sans' last name is the Skeleton.
No, it's not.
Yeah, he said, I'm Sans. Sans the Skeleton.
That's not his last name. That's just, like, a title. Like, Royal Guard, like, he's the skeleton. I don't know. Right after I wasted the 300 points, I said, huh, let me gamble. This is fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did not catch that, apparently.
Mal pays no attention.
And, you know,
I don't.
Scar Good Times With is.
Scar Good Times With?
Yeah, that's his name.
Sans WD, if you know, you know. Wingding. I know. Hold up. So, Wingding Gaster is, like, still a whole, like, anomaly that we don't fully understand.
Yeah.
But, like, everyone's pretty sure that has something to do with Deltarune.
Yeah, I actually said on your birthday, like, oh yeah, you know how in Undertale the way to see Gaster is by changing the fun value in the cards, right? They're codes.
Yeah.
There's like a value that says fun, and you can change it to different numbers and see Gaster, and it is like fun value, like the fun gang.
Yo! It's...
WD Gaster was always meant for Deltarune.
Wow. I do know that, like, technically Deltarune was, like, thought of first, like, before Undertale. But because it was, like, more ambitious, it was like, okay, I'm gonna do Undertale first, right?
Mm-hmm.
It does make me wonder how much stuff has changed / stayed consistent with Deltarune over, like, the, 10 years?
With all of the stuff that I've seen, a surprising amount has been consistent. Like, you know, he'll be like, oh, these are like some of the oldest things that I wrote about Deltarune. And like, it's all pretty, like that's just the current, you know, iteration of them. You know, the thing about like Susie rests her chin on your head.
Yeah.
Like, that was beautiful. Poetic even.
Prophet.
That's the real prophecy.
Yeah. That should be a panel. Susie rests her head.
The dragon rests her chin on the hero's head.
It's kind of surprising how, like, everyone just kind of accepted the Gaster in Undertale.
Yeah.
Like, he had so much fan art considering that he, like, you could not
He was
find
such
him.
a mystery man.
You can't just randomly find him. You have to just go into the code, mess with a random value, and then look around. Right?
Yeah.
Snatched.
Punk man.
Draw.
Yep.
That's awful.
What's awful?
Having to redraw every frame.
That's animation.
I
man.
know. You have far more patience than me. Well, okay, I say that. I like it when things are kind of repetitive. I will do
Yeah.
the same thing over and over again. I do draw the same thing over and over again.
You literally do.
I do that all the time.
You
actually.
have like certain things. You've explained it before. You have like certain things that just live in your head forever, and you like can't stop drawing them until you feel like you've done it justice.
Okay, yes. I don't know if anyone else okay. I had this conversation with Mal because I'm so confused by this. I can't really imagine things in my head super well, but I do imagine things, but it's not by choice. Like, images pop into my brain and they just haunt me until I create them. Is essentially the way I like putting it, right? But I can't be like, okay, imagine what an apple looks like, and then imagine an apple. You know? My imagination is entirely involuntary, if that makes sense. Right? Because I was trying to talk to you about poses, how you come up with poses and how you draw. I was like, can you see it in your head? And you said no, and then you changed your answer.
Because it's kind of complicated. I can see, I have a vision of, what I might want in my head, but I can't fully see it until I draw it, you know? And sometimes that vision changes as I keep working.
Music-induced imagery. Yes.
Imagery.
I shut up, okay? I did say imagery, okay? But I was thinking imagination, okay? Yes, I would do that a lot. Like, I'm definitely the type of person that, like, I'll listen to, like, a song and then I see a whole animation in my head. Not by choice. It takes me, you know? I think I'm gonna start calling imagery imagery.
Just to spite me in particular?
I mean, technically it could be pronounced imagery. Right?
Did you invent the word?
I created a brand new pronunciation of an already existing word.
I see.
I'm just cool like that. Do that all the time. Okay, I'm strong with this one. Bruh. Okay. I do that all the time, though. Where I just accidentally pronounce a word completely wrong. I'm not even really sure how to, like, not do it. Because it's just, like, I don't notice it until, like, the word escapes my mouth, you know? Right? You said doo-doo. Oh, no! They're so cute!
I don't know why I'm even drawing this, to be honest. It's off screen. It's an impulse, you know?
Impulse?
Not like Impulse SB.
I hate that that's what I was about to say. I was like,
It's an
life
impulse?
series character impulse? Like, oh, the thing that Mal's making an animatic for, the life series.
New season
New
dropping
season
soon.
is dropping this week. If you've never seen it before and want to watch it. We have no idea what the gimmick's gonna be.
Well, we have some idea. We're pretty sure that it's going to be based on the Evo mechanics, where
Oh,
they're going to
yeah!
switch versions every time. Because I sent you a thing
That's
where it was
true.
like on Name MC, Joel and B-Dubs both changed their skin to their old skin. So Joel was like Shrek, and B-Dubs was like, you know, he had smaller eyes.
Oh. So they're going like,
They're definitely, it has to do with like going into like past versions of either the Life series or of Minecraft.
probably both. Why not both?
Yeah.
Well, okay, I know why not both, but... Gosh, I shed so much hair, it's kind of a problem.
Yeah, does anyone else do that, or is it just me and my family? Because
Like, you can like, you know, if you ran your hand through my hair, you would come out with clumps of hair. It's like that. You would think I'm bald, but somehow I have more hair than most people. And
yeah, and when we vacuum in our rooms, the freaking vacuum cleaner gets completely filled with just hair.
Clumps, I do that a lot. Okay, good. So it's not just me. But yeah, like,
We have a lot of hair.
well, it's not just that we have a lot of hair. Our hair is like super, like, thick. Like, our individual strands of hair are like thicker than normal. And like very coarse too. I can make a wig with how much hair is in my brush. See, I don't brush my hair. Okay? My hair is not tangled. It just doesn't really, I don't need to brush it. I don't know. Right? Like, if I brush it, my hair is...
If you brush it, it becomes so frizzy with all those flyaways and things.
Yeah, my hair is curly, question mark? I don't really know how to describe it. Because my hair is...
It's swirly is what I say.
Yeah, it's I
look
wouldn't
at
say
this.
my hair creates curls. It creates swirls. Where my hair just sort of like does like the swoopy thing that my like drawing does, right? It does like that swoopy thing, but like it spins around in like these giant swirls. Like my hair, I don't know. That's just what my hair looks like. But yeah, if I brush it, it just becomes like big and poofy. Like a big mushroom. But yeah, I have 2 undercuts right now.
Yeah, it's in the shape of a star.
I do. I have a star undercut on both sides of my head. And it's still so heavy. So
I need to
heavy.
get my undercut like redone because it's like completely grown out at this point.
Oh, I know what I was gonna talk about. My birthday, guys. I'm 22. That's
The
my
best
favorite
number.
number. Is my favorite number because my favorite number is 2, but 22 is like a close second because it has 2 2s in it, and you can draw two
And it's
two
in
different
second
ways.
place.
Well, because second place is my favorite place, because it's
So really, it's in first place, but
Really?
it's in second place.
yes, exactly. But 22 has 2 2s in it, and you can draw two different ways. So that's why 22 is my favorite number.
How was always player 2 by choice?
I was! This is true. I liked the number 2 so much that I would make Mal be player 1. Fun fact.
That's
I was convinced that it was better. And I was right, because 2 is better.
at that.
The stripes.
I did forget the stripes.
But yeah, I turned 22, and my birthday was pretty chill. I don't know, we just went out to eat, and it was really fun. And there's this, like, thing that happens, okay, with strangers, okay, that I've noticed, okay? Yeah, happy belated birthday, Hal, thank you. But whenever I'm dealing with strangers, I'm always gendered. That's for sure. People are very confident, no matter what. They're correct 50% of the time. But I swear to God, no matter what, they're just, like, very hard on it. It's very, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For example, our waiter just kept calling me bro, boy, man, my dude, and stuff like that, which was great. I loved it. But, like, I either get that or I get miss, ma'am, lady, like, you know? No one ever, like, and everyone's so confident with it. They, like, think they're 100% every single time. No one's ever like, I'm not entirely sure, so I'm gonna play it safe. Which is what I expect most of the time. No, it's just very, and to be honest, I prefer that. I prefer people be confidently wrong or confidently right. You know?
Mm-hmm. What? Okay.
That's my own personal preference.
I
by the
want
way.
to take a look at this real quick. Dude, let me just quickly.
But it was fun.
Neither can you.
That looks so good! Wait, what? You finished?
Ostrich, kiwi, penguin, emu.
So what if we can't fly?
Neither can you.
You finished drawing him?
Yep.
I swear you were not near done. Is you just done?
Pretty much. Let me just do the.
That means you can come to dinner with us. I so badly want you to go to this restaurant. It's my favorite restaurant. Okay?
I thought you were gonna go as soon as you got finished with work.
Well, no, I had to wash the paint off my hands.
Let's see.
I have this thing, okay? Every single time I go to a restaurant, you can call me boring. I will see if they have a grilled cheese. If they have a grilled cheese, I order it, okay? I am very, like, I feel like if a restaurant has a good grilled cheese, they're a good restaurant, you know? It's something that, like, you would think you can't fail because it's such a simple thing. No. So many restaurants have bad grilled cheeses, and I'm tired of it, okay? This restaurant has the best grilled cheese I've ever had in my life, okay?
Isn't this a burger place?
It's a bar.
Oh.
We're going for burgers, technically. I'm gonna get a grilled cheese because it's so good. Grilled cheese is the last thing I'd order at a restaurant because you could easily make one at home. I know. See, that's the opinion I think most people have. But for me, it's my baseline, right? Because you shouldn't be able to go wrong with grilled cheese, right? And like this restaurant's grilled cheese, so good. It's got like they put special stuff in it. Like, they have, like, tomatoes and stuff in it. And, like, all these different fancy cheeses. And, like, it's, like, pressed, so it's, like, got these grooves in it. And they cut it well. And then it comes with, like, this tomato basil soup. And you can dip it in. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's delicious. Okay. And I started eating grilled cheese at restaurants, because I was picky when I was younger. Now I do it because I'm like...
It's the principle.
It's my version of being a wine connoisseur, but with grilled cheeses, you know? I found a place that, does, like, a steak and mushroom mac and cheese. OMG, I don't like mushrooms, so I take it out, but dang, it is good. Ah, man.
I think I actually don't mind mushrooms, even though I've, like,
I don't mind mushrooms.
avoided them for, like, my entire life.
What do you mean you've avoided them? One of your favorite things that I make is, like, straight up mushroom soup.
Yeah, I know, but, like, I thought I didn't like the actual, like, mushrooms themselves, you know?
They're fine. They
taste like meat!
Yeah.
Which is, like,
Well,
feels a little weird,
I don't
but
think
it's
they
also,
taste like meat, but they taste
do,
savory.
though. They taste savory, they taste like meat.
Okay, if you say so. I don't think they taste like meat.
They feel like meat
They-
as well.
Kinda? Like, I get what you're saying. I don't think that it... Like, if I ate a mushroom and I ate meat, I'd be able to tell you which one was a mushroom and which one was meat.
Yeah, but, like, the mushroom tastes too much like meat, in my opinion. But, like, you know, it's not in a bad way. It's just, like, in a way that I, like, don't expect it to taste.
I'm not gonna eat mushrooms just straight up, but, you know. My grandma says they taste like meat, too. I don't think they do. I just think they taste like dirt. I don't think they taste like anything. They don't taste like anything to me. They taste like... I don't know. They definitely have a texture, like a chewy texture, but, like, they don't taste like anything.
They've got a meaty texture, in my opinion.
That's such a sly look. I like that look a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we still haven't beat Splunky 2. I don't think it's ever gonna happen, to be honest. It's
We
too
came
hard.
close. That one time. We, like, got to the like, endgame boss. And we had, like...
Well, you're forgetting all of the other special ending things you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I know, but, like...
We
just,
haven't
like,
even
straight
beat
up
it the
beating
normal
game.
way.
Yeah. Because we haven't really been trying to beat it the normal way. We've been wanting to do it the special way, but, like...
Well, no. We've been wanting to beat it the normal way. We're just doing all the special things so that when we go to beat it the special way, we already know what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's fair. Been getting better. Well, okay, we haven't played in a while.
Yeah, we
but,
haven't
like,
played in a hot minute. If we played again, we'd fail.
Probably. You're probably correct. But I believe in us and our power.
This can barely climb a mountain. For some reason, all we're playing right now, fall into completely different game genres.
They
but-
all involve mountains.
Yeah, mountain climbing.
Undertale, main character climbs a mountain at the start of the game.
Celeste, the whole plot is about climbing a mountain. Peak, mountain climbing with friends. Apparently, it's one of our favorite tropes.
Weirdly specific game trope that always just works.
Okay, I was about to say I like mountain climbing. I've never climbed a mountain before. I like hiking, though.
I hate hiking, I like camping.
You like camping?
Yes.
What? When have we ever camped?
I camped one time without you and it was the best time ever.
Wow. Okay, when was this?
It was with Dad's bestie.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Why didn't I go?
because I think you were doing something else at the time. I don't remember what, though.
When
Maybe you
was
just-
this?
It was a while ago, but it was fun. I want to do it again.
I take you camping. They do it all the time. I don't like camping. Too many bugs. Hiking is fun because I love walking. And at the end of it, you go to a place that doesn't have bugs.
I like sleeping outdoors.
Insane statement.
It's true. To add the freaking lines on the head like that. I also
What?
need to add the blushy. Oh, give me a second.
What in the huh? What do you mean? What
Hold on.
lines in the head?
Hold on. Hold on.
That was the most sensual ketchup ad I've ever seen. Hi, hello, Green. I think I know the ad you're talking about. Some of the ads are so weird on Twitch.
Yeah. For sure.
Hope you're doing well. Now it's just animating.
I am animating. It's a great time I'm having over here.
That didn't sound convincing, but I know they're actually telling the truth. You just was like, I'm having a swell time. Like,
Yeah, that's just my voice, man.
why do you sound like that? It's just my voice.
That's just my voice.
It's just my voice. Glad now that work is over, people were extra dumb today. Felt. Felt. I also just finished work. I had fun. It was busy. I like my job. It's just a lot of work.
Sure is.
Today was a good day to be outside, though, so it was fine.
That's good. You didn't get, questioned by the police for why you're out in 100-degree weather?
No. But we did have a couple of people stop by and, say, oh, that lotus looks so good. And I was like, I know! I know. My boss's boss came over, and he specifically complimented my work. So, winning, you could say. Winning. I'm hungry. Mouth almost.
I'm almost done. I literally need to do, one more frame.
So just give us a minute, and then we can go. I'm starving. Was our dad. I love the confidence. I mean, I'm pretty good at my job. It's just a lot of work.
Need to do the other thing with this
The
thing.
spotlight.
Yeah.
And then you're
Probably
done.
do it off stream though,
Fair
because
enough. But look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. This is Club Penguin? Wait, what? I was like, this song is kind of cool, and I look up. That's insane. What?
I don't know.
I do not remember this being in Club Penguin.
Listen, I just added pretty much the entire Club Penguin playlist.
This has gotta be a cover. There's no way that this is the song that was in Club Penguin.
Dude, it's so good.
It's really good. Seems intense for Club Penguin. It does.
I don't know. Some of the Club Penguin events could get really lore heavy, I think.
Remember when Herbert took over the island?
Yeah, man.
There's popcorn everywhere. I remember that. I'm not sure why there was popcorn everywhere, to be honest. I don't remember the reason why. I just remember that being what it looked like. And then there was these fire and robots and yeah.
Okay. So let me get. Wait. So like, I need to change his pose, but
Yes.
it's fine.
Oh, that's true. You haven't finished animating him.
Yeah.
That's for
But,
another day.
Okay, wait. Before we go, we need to look at the whole thing, right? So,
Well, it's not the whole thing. The whole ending.
well, yeah. Here we go. Ready?
Ostrich, kiwi, penguin, emu.
So what if we can't fly?
Neither can you.
Very, very cute.
So, hell yeah.
You're so good at this. Alright. I think that's all for now.
Turn my music back on. Okay.
Very fun, very cool. Lizzie's so short. Is she actually?
She's very short in comparison to the other two.
I always imagine her as like giant.
10 feet tall.
Yeah. 10 feet tall.
That's just the ocean queen. It's easy to get them mixed up.
Yeah.
Hold on. There you are.
I'm alive! Alright.
Okay, let me save real quick.
Alright, thank you everyone for hanging out with us. I actually was here for a stream. Can you believe it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, I showed up late, but I was here!
You were here technically.
I was here! Let's find someone to raid.
What was this round table?
That's been a while.
Oh, they've been streaming for 5 hours. Holy moly.
Alright. Take care of hanging out with us. We will see you all later, probably Thursday. Which, we don't know what we're doing on Thursday. So, we'll see. You're thinking it will probably either be continuing this animatic, or it will be drawing Rousey, or it will be working on PNGs.
Yeah.
Probably. One of those three things.
I'm not sick of animating yet, so I think I will
You think it's
probably
gonna
do
be animation?
animatic.
Okay. Well, until then, we'll see you all later. Bye bye!